I caught my boyfriend taking a dick pic in bed while he was supposed to work. This happened yesterday. I was in the kitchen cooking and my boyfriend was in the bedroom working on something supposedly. I wanted to ask him something, so I went in the bedroom. I expected him to work on his computer with his clothes on. But he was in the bed with a shirt on. No underwear, taking a pic of his hard penis. That man wasn't working at all. I was pretty shocked and surprised. He looked as surprised as me and was embarrassed. I couldn't tell. He mumbled and said that he was just taking pics of his dick by curiosity, to see how it looked like in pictures. He promised me that it wasn't for anyone but him. He said that he was going to delete it anyway. I didn't really know what to respond and I left. He came out after a while, telling me again not to worry and that it was common for men to take pics of their dicks randomly. Honestly, I don't know what to think. He admitted at the beginning of our relationship that he cheated on his ex and told me that he went to therapy for that. So I gave him a chance. But now, I can't help but think about it. I have no proofs and I don't want to accuse him of anything. But that was really weird. We've been together for 2 years and I never noticed any signs of him cheating for anything like that. Any advices on how to handle the situation? Honestly, it'd be a more believable excuse if he said he was gonna send it to you as a spicy surprise. Even if he hasn't given you any indication of cheating, I would keep an eye out. Emo. Saying he was taking a pic just to see how it looks is pretty sus. Definitely not normal to take a picture of your dick for no reason other than to send it to someone. You should have asked to see his phone right there and then. He deleted everything before he came out to the kitchen. Check his battery usage on his phone, then you'll know if he's using an app to speak to someone then. Check that. I do this occasionally and I don't really know why. I certainly don't send them out and have always deleted except one time when I shopped a little sombrero on it and sent it to my partner. She cracked up. I don't think it's common though. And given what you walked on in, it'd be perfectly reasonable to ask to see their phone. I don't know, I've taken pictures of my penis just for myself and full naked pictures for gym progress. Doesn't everyone have to submit a dick pic to authenticate before they can log into work? I do this sometimes. As a boy who used to send a lot of nudes, I can safely say not once did I take one not to send it to someone. That is not common. I would ask to look at his phone and if he gets defensive, leave him. Relieved face. I guess I'm pretty odd then because I do it. Usually when I think it looks especially big. IDK. I feel like it's kinda normal. I do it because different angles makes it look huge when your average tears of joy. As a guy, I've taken a pic of my a couple of times just to see how it looks, then delete the photo. Rolling on the floor laughing, he's prob telling the truth. Ma'am, he's gaslighting you. He can literally look down at it if he wants to see how it looks. It's not a vag. Personally, I'd dump him for his mediocre photography skills alone. Nobody wants a greasy close-up of your junk with your shirt on. They want a story. I will not claim anything about your BFS intentions, but I have taken a pic of mine just for myself. A few times. I've done this many times. Never sent to anyone and never cheated. I don't think it's that uncommon. Elmau, wait, the dude was just taking a pic of his junk in the middle of the day? That's hilarious. The moment you caught him, you should have asked to his phone. If he says no or does a cleanup before handing it over, then it was 100 for someone else. My BF is so proud that he has remembered to take a morning dick pic of himself for over a year. It's something we laugh at, especially when you're able to watch it like a flipbook. This is a 35-year-old man who has only ever been with one other woman. I am 100 he isn't sending them to anyone else. We both think it's funny. That's what all men do at work. Hard or soft, that is the question. Maybe he has an of or likes posting pics online. He was sending it to someone. Don't be naive. Nobody takes a picture of their dick out of curiosity. Unless it's some weird angle where the sun doesn't shine. He already knows what his dick looks like. He's definitely lying. Speaking as a man, we don't just take dick pics. Unless to send it to somebody. Super weird. Generally, dudes aren't taking D pics unless they're sending them to someone. Just saying. He's lying, G. You know it. You don't need more proof. Dump the liar. Trust and believe he was sending those pictures to someone. Okay, so, once a cheater, always a cheater. Girl, don't fall for that BS that he's taking dick pics for himself. Please. The fact that you want to believe him makes me hurt for you. Yes, he is cheating, clearly. Has he ever sent you a dick pic? If no, there is your answer. Also, I am pretty sure if you dig in your memory you will recall red flags. Most people want to trust blindly someone they love. But he has now shown you his cheating side, even though he let you know from the get-go he was a cheater. But you thought it was different with you. Pretty lame excuse, emo. I'm gonna be totally honest here. I've taken pics like that for the same reason. We always get to see our dick from the same angle. Sometimes we get curious to see what it looks like from other angles. Plus, guys don't ever really get to be slutty. Sometimes the act of taking pics is kind of a rush. My advice would be offer to take pics of him. Get involved. Maybe he just has a kink for being photographed. Maybe it'll turn into something fun. I personally have never taken a picture of my junk without the intention of immediately sending it to a girl. No guy would. We know what our dick looks like. We have zero need to see it in a picture. 9 times out of 10. It's for the BOYYYSSS. He's cheating. Get out now. My wife had to wonder why pictures of my asshole were on my phone, and I said my reasons are my own. And that was the end of it. That is so shady. I don't want to equate myself with other guys. I've never taken a pic of my dick. Or any other part of myself. Just to see what it looks like in pictures. Be wary. Sounds a lot like a regression. It was for someone else. Almost all of my exes have taken nudes just for themselves. I find it strange since it's not something I've done or would do, lol. My guy friends have also said they wouldn't, but my female friends claim it's normal. So who really knows? I would lean more so to the side that they were for someone. But could just be normal behavior for him. Ask to see his phone. Unfortunately, you are not allowed to test his trust, as this sub would tell you, as that's manipulative and a red flag. You must unconditionally trust him or move on. Why won't he just let you go through his phone? Then, why keep you in the dark if it's just for him? My husband does not care if I look at his phone for anything and vice versa. So, I don't understand why that's a problem. Especially if he lets you look. Like, that should have been the first thing he did after putting his pants on. Hand you his phone. So there's no questions. You wouldn't have had to come to Reddit. You could have laughed it off and poked fun at him about it and moved on with your life. But because he's not letting you look, he's inviting suspicion. Woman shrugging, light skin tone.